going on, people? Welcome back. Architects are back on the scene after they released Seeing Red, which I've got to be honest, really grew on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of it on a first listen. I didn't think it was the worst song in the world, but I think just the nature of the lyrics and kind of felt like Architects were very butthurt by their supporters, which I can see the angle, but it kind of felt like they were just pointing the gun at everyone who has loved them for years, when maybe all of that wasn't warranted. But I'll forgive them. I think maybe they might look back on that and think maybe we probably shouldn't have like been. It just came across as butthurt, which isn't the best look in the world. But we'll all forgive them. Great fucking band. They have a new song called Curse, which has a mental lineup. I mean, if you were to write a metalcore royalty slash just the perfect or most ideal lineup for a metalcore track, you probably wouldn't go too far wrong with the people that are involved in this track. So we have Dan Searle, Sam Carter, and Jordan Fish, who wrote this track. Then we have the production done by Jordan Fish, who is the ex, Bring Me the Horizon member who only left recently. So there's some, I don't know if that's a bit of foul play going on here. I know he's free to do whatever he wants, but was that the reason he jumped ship? I don't know. I've no idea. If anyone has any insight on that, let me know. I'm sure it's just a once-off collaboration, but I'd be happy to see Jordan do loads of work with Architects. That would be fucking sick. Now, in saying that, I haven't heard this track yet, so maybe I'm jumping the gun here. But the drums were engineered by Nolly, and it was mixed and mastered by Zach Cervini, who also has worked on huge projects, Bring Me the Horizon, loads of stuff. So it's a big, big project in terms of the names on it. So without any further ado, let's hop in and check out Architects' Curse. Bastards, I thought they were going to do the synth again. There it is.
I've had enough. I still wish for the worst, as free as a bird, but the days keep crossing off. Heaven came with a curse. I give you my word. In the times I've had enough, I still wish for the worst, as free as a bird, but the days keep crossing off. Heaven came with a curse. I won't pretend to know my end. The credits roll, I'm afraid it's the end of the earth, 'cause the days keep crossing off. Heaven came with a curse.
Back to the riffs, man. Back to the fucking riffs.
Came with a curse.
Okay, so I listened to the track once more, and before we go anywhere, pay Jordan all the money, because this is the best track that they have released since Animals. maybe a track in there that I'm forgetting, but Animals is the last time and the first track I ever heard by Architects. But obviously I went back through their discography and I found tracks that I absolutely fucking adore by this band as well. But in the last few years, this to me stands out as probably the best song. Like I said, Seeing Red did grow me a little bit, but on a first listen it didn't get me as much as this. And the elephant in the room, obviously it's a fucking massive lineup of big names in the modern metalcore space, not just the actual members of Architects in their own right, but you know, Zach Sarvini, Jordan Fish being featured on this. But man, I gotta speak about Jordan just before we get into the actual track itself. You can just hear his stamp on this. Being a big Bring Me fan and just knowing their music inside out at this stage, you just grow to like know the nuance. It's weird. It's even certain things that I can't particularly put my finger on, and I was gonna just leave it at that and make that comment and say I can't actually put my finger on it, but there's certain things that I picked up on. Obviously the production overall just sounds fantastic, and the song writing itself, it's just a fucking great song. It's so catchy. The chorus is brilliant, but for me there's like subtle details, like there's, I think it's the second verse and the actual writing of the verse. Now I could be completely wrong and this was maybe nothing to do with Jordan, but there's just that nuance in the actual flow of the lyrics and the actual verse from Sam, where he says the lyrics are, I'm frozen here, I'm paralyzed, would you pull it out of my throat? Now I'm not going to attempt to recreate that with my own voice, but just go listen to that part and it just sounds like the way in which Ollie Sykes would deliver. And that's just one example. There's many other parts throughout the song where it does kind of feel like you're listening to a Bring Me track, but that's not to say that this is just like a carbon copy of Bring Me. It still has the kind of like Architect rhythm to it that just reminds me of some of their older stuff with loads of like, just the riffs are back as well. It was just a perfect, so there's a squeak. It was just like a perfect combination of, I feel like, a lot of their sounds that we've had over the past couple of years, plus the new introduction with Jordan just sounds fucking fantastic. So I love the little nostalgic detail with the like foghorn or like kind of alarm that they used to like build the track, which is what we also had before the breakdown in Animals as well. There was the that instantly was like, oh, I've been here before. So that was a nice little detail. But obviously, you know, it's easy to like look at this in hindsight and say, oh, this has Jordan all over it, when I know that Jordan's on it. You know, maybe I wouldn't have copped it if it wasn't for the fact that I knew Jordan was on it in the first place. But that's a fucking sick song. Chorus is the standout for me. It's a fucking long chorus. It really drags, but I think that just means it's probably going to take a little bit longer to grow me. Now, it's a fucking cracker on first listen, but I feel like with those long choruses, with like very wordy long choruses with loads of words in it, sometimes they can take a little bit longer to actually grow. But this one is definitely on its way. It's an earworm for sure. It's going to get stuck in the head, and it's going to be one of my favorite choruses of the year. I can already tell the absolute state of the artwork. That's all I'll say. I don't know what's going on there, but it does look like a Bring Me artwork again. So I don't know how much control Jordan's getting. Is he just going to take over the band? Do you know what? I wouldn't even be mad. Jordan's a fucking modern metal genius. So I'm on board. Whatever involvement he has, I'm here for it. So guys, I'm going to give this track a fucking 9 out of 10. Fuck it, why not? That's a 9 out of 10 track for me. I absolutely love this. Again, like I said, probably my favorite track on first listen since Animals, which is massive praise because Animals is an all-timer for me. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, lads. That's all for me. Leave a like in the video. I'm signing out. Look after yourselves. Cheers.